My name is Zac McCarroll, and I've been at Apogem for a little over a decade. I lead our real assets portfolio and have a great team that have worked with me now for almost that entire time. Prior to Apogem, I was at a large endowment for almost a decade. That enabled me to think about what is the proper role for natural resources or real assets within the context of a larger institutional portfolio. Prior to that, I was fortunate to have a number of different diverse experiences, either working at a hedge fund, working at a large operator, trading commodities, and it's been a pleasure. I like investing in private natural resources because there's no other sector that's not affected by the price of energy, the cost of energy, whether or not it affects their operations or it affects the way that they think about the future growth of their companies. So I can have a great conversation with somebody who's in IT. I can talk to somebody in healthcare. It makes for fascinating dinner conversations. The second thing I would say is we're one of the only sectors that has experienced a true cycle or correction over the last decade. And I know for a lot of investors, that's when you learn your most valuable lessons. And so it's been just a pleasure to watch my team navigate kind of what we've had to live through over the last decade and really solidify the way our philosophy fits with this investment strategy and sector. My investment philosophy is really more value oriented. We do like to find growth opportunities, but it needs to be underpinned by cash flows and a stable business. So a few things we look at. We want to be equity capitalized to avoid the negative impact that over leverage could provide at some point in the cycle. We also want to have control, and we think control enables us to affect the cost structure in a more rapid way when and if conditions change. And finally, we like to look for businesses that have distributable cash flow. These are hard assets and or producing assets, and we think that if we can marry kind of those 3 to 4 attributes with an investment opportunity, that we increase our probability of success. I've had a number of really interesting influences on my investment philosophy. And I would say I've been really fortunate that I've been at some really unique positions at inflection points in time. So I started my career at Enron in the mid to late 90s, post-energy deregulation. And that taught me a lot about who controls the margin throughout the value chain. And so that was really interesting. During my time at the endowments, the university owned 2 million acres of land in West Texas. That is the Permian Basin, and it was the ground zero for the shale revolution. But what a lot of people don't realize is that Texas is also the largest renewable wind generator in the United States. And so the convergence of new and traditional energy taught me a lot of lessons. The main one being is that they're not mutually exclusive. And so we look at how do we find investments where we can meet our investment objectives and return, not just exposure.